Greetings from Anup Kilka's Python Academy. Welcome back. Today we are going to see some another topics on data analytics, that is project based on e-commerce sales. So m- moreover you have heard about e-commerce website like Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, Snapdeal. These are the some of the e-commerce through which we are purchase some products. We are order online, we get delivered at the specific address. So basically sales is important measure in any company. Various e-commerce platforms are there. We have like Zepto, Blinkit, Amazon, Myntra, Zebong, Snapdeal and so on. So basically e-commerce come with a revolution where we need various websites to purchase products online without visiting any physical outlet. So today we will work on the project because in e-commerce company use vast amount of data, come with a gap with some solution. So here in this project sales is an important part for the company, either working on healthcare, finance, logistic and so on, or in AI also. So today we will learn how to perform sales analysis through dataset in this product. So likewise in our project we will working on superstore file which is attached to the which will attach to the description. So the company which will be able to take the decision in its strategy and it can improve their sales, it is one of the most important adventure venue. If we can grow the sale then we will spend so much money. So basically this kind of project will work by the various professionals like business analytics, data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, data analyst. So they has to require to analyze such kind of data which belongs to e-commerce platform. Okay, because many such e-commerce companies, it is where their hiring takes place. E-commerce is the major chunk of the segment where multiple companies, if they have multiple requirements, then any such project in your resume portfolio which will help to uh, interviewer to ask the question based on a project. So this will be some add-on advantages to your career. So let us move to the what are the projects, what are the data they are talking about. So before that, before analyzing the data, we are trying to importing some libraries like pandas. So basically pandas is used for data manipulation. We had given the usage of each of the libraries like pandas data manipulation, plotly dot express as we are saying as an alias of px. So it is a visualization library which is more advanced to the matplotlib. If we are dealing with a graph within the help of plotly, so for that we are using the sub package of the plotly, that is a graph object, and usually we call it as in geo. It is an advanced and customizable graph. If you want to draw advanced and customizable graphs, so for that we are using the sub package of the plotly, that is a graph object which we are giving the alias as in geo. If we are using data or file as in input or output form with the help of plotly, so for that we are using plotly.io. It is it provides you graph template with through which we can customize according to their use, according to our use. So for that we are using plotly.io as an alias as in pio. If we try to add any color to the graph within the plotly, so for that we are using plotly.colors as in color. If you try to set the default plots color, that is a plotly white. Okay, so now we are trying to read the data with the help of pandas, that is a pd.readcsv method where we try to read the data. So our dataset file name is a sample superstore.csv and it will be encoding into the latin one. So latin one is a special character to read such kind of encoding characters. If it didn't given Latin 1 as an encoding, so it doesn't read any special characters of the data which is present in dataset. So to read that special encoding characters, so for that we are using the Latin 1 as an encoding. If we try to fetch, so our data frame name is data, and with the help of head function we are trying to get the top 5 records starting from the 0 to 4. So these are the top 4 record. If you see, the first column name is a row id, order id on which you are given the order, or on which date you are given the order date. Again it is in uh, date, month and year format. Ship date, on which date your order had been shipped. On ship mode, either it may be second class, standard class. By which customer id customer has ordered the specific product, so customer id is also there. Customer name, what are the customer name, what are the segment, either it is a consumer or wholesaler, this is also given. Either they are ordered by corporate, by which country they had ordered, United States or any another country is there, by which city they had ordered, Henderson, these are the few, Los Angeles, Fort Lauderdale, these are the few cities where they had ordered. What are the postal code of that city? So likewise 42420, 42420, these are the postal code. So region, on which region they had ordered, south, west. These are the product id, each id is unique for the product, so this is the product id. What are the category of that product, either it is a furniture or office supplies. What are the subcategory, bookcases, chair. What are the products name we are given. What are the sales price, how many quantity the customer has purchased, how much discount is given. Okay, how much profit is done on sold of the specific product. So this kind of data we are given. So let us moving towards the data set. Okay, ahead, first we have to uh, go through actually why we are doing analysis of this e-commerce data set. So first we have to calculate the monthly sale of store and identify which month has highest sale and which month has lowest sale. Okay, second you need to analyze sales based on product category. You have to analyze your data on based on product category, also determine which category has lowest sale and which category has highest sale. The sales analysis need to be done based on subcategories, so you have to analyze the sales on based on subcategories also. You need to analyze the monthly profit from sales and determine which month has highest profit, which month has lowest profit. Next, you have to analyze the profit by category and subcategory also. Analyze the sales and profit by customer sales. Sorry, analyze the sales and profit by customer segment. Analyze the sales to profit ratio. You have to analyze the sales to profit ratio also. So let us start by looking the descriptive statistic of the data set. So while we are applying the describe function on data frame, so it will gives you 5 summary of data. Okay, so it is a convenient way to get the quick overview of data to understand the descriptive statistics. So if you see uh, how many counts, okay, so in sales how many sales are there, total 9994 sales are there. How many mean, what are the average of sales, 229. What are the standard deviation of sales, 623. What are the minimum sales, it is a 44.44. Likewise, what are the fourth quartile, that is of 17.2800. What are the average sale, that is a 54.49. What are the third quartile of the sale, that is a 200. What are the maximum sale, that is a 22,638. What are the how many profits are there, therefore they are 9,994. What are the average profit, so 28.65. What are the standard deviation profit, that is 234. What are the minimum profit, it will move to the loss, that is due to this negative sign. Okay, what are the maximum profit? So maximum profit is 8399 likewise. So basically this data set has an order to the date column. We can use this column to create new column like order month, order year, order sales, it due to which we can get the easily insights about the sales and profit analysis according to time period. So let us see what are the columns. So while applying the head function to the data frame, it will use the top 5 records of the data set. Okay, so if you see, we had already seen. Now with the help of information function of the pandas, so basically it will print the information about data frame. So while we are applying the information function on data frame, that is data.info, it will return the how many not null values are there, how many what are the data type of each specific column. So row id has integer type and accept all row id and postal code and quantity, this is of integer type. Sales, discount, profit, it is of float type, and rest of all the values of column are the string type, which will be represented as an object. Okay, and how many records are present there? 9994. Okay, so now we have to convert the specific date type column into which were previously in string format. So it is not possible to get the specific date, sorry, day or month or year from that date column because they are already in a string format. So for that we have to first convert it into the date time format. Okay, so how we will be convert the date time format? So for that we are using the to date time method of the pandas, that is a pd.toDateTime, and within the toDateTime we are trying to pass the column of the data frame through which we are trying to convert the date time format. So we are trying to convert the value of order date of the data frame data into the date time format. So for that we are return pd.toDateTime data of order date, that will be again passed to the same column that should be replaced with the previous one. Again we are trying to convert the string format of value of the ship date into the date time format. So for that we are written pd.to_datetime data of date time ship date, again it will be converted into the date time format. Suppose if you try to verify whether the data type of these two column are converted or not, so again you have to pass the data.info. While you passing, you will get the data type it has been converted. So order date previously it is in string type. See, ship date is also string type. Now it will be converted into the date time of 64-bit. Both the values of the two column are converted into date time format. Okay, now if you try to add a few date based column to the data frame, so for that you have to create a three new column of the data frame. That is the first column, new column is the order date month. That means in this column we are trying to store only the month of the date. So to extract the month from the date, so for that you have to first specify on which on which column we are trying to extract the month. So we are trying to extract the month from this column, that is a data of the order date of date time, that is a dt is a date time. While using the month method, it will extract the month from the date and it will be assigned to this column. So again the three more new columns should be added to the existing data frame. Likewise we are also trying to extract the year and days of week. If you try to see whether these three column is added to our existing data frame or not, again you have to use the data frame with the head function. You will get the extra three column where they will added the month, day and year values of the data frame. So see, these are the order month, 11th month, or these are the order year, these are the order of week. 1 to 7, within the first 7 days they are considered as an order of first week. 8 to 15 they are considered as an second week likewise. Okay, so now we will try to analyze the the data. Mhm. wait wait for a moment. So now if you try to perform the analysis on monthly sales, so for that you have to create, you have to first calculate the sum of the sales column of the values of the order month. So for that you have to first apply the group by function, through which we can, it is group all the same month in the specific rows. So for that we have to apply group by on specific column. So we had applied the group by function on order day, order month of sales, and we will it will try to calculate the sum of all the sales of the month wise, while we don't want any index. So for that we will use reset index. Now we have to form the, now we have to add that this data into the graph, this data into the cells form. So for that we have to use px. Px is a plotly x line. We have to create a line chart with the help of plotly. So first we have to specify the column name. So we try to, on x axis we are trying to set the sales by month. This is the values of the column. On, we are trying to give the legend on the x axis as in order month, and y-axis we are trying to give the sales, and we are trying to give the title of the graph with the help of title attribute of the line attribute, that is a monthly sales analysis. So it will gives you this such kind of line graph where you will easily analyze on which month our sales has been increases as compared to previous one, on which month our sales is going to decrease. So with the help of plotly, this is also possible with matplotlib also, but plotly provides you GUI type of visualization where you can, it is an interactive type of visualization. On specific point they will shows you the sales profit on the specific month. If you try to analyze this one, so it is also analyzed. So this feature is not possible in plotly. So it will shows you analysis of data in the interactive form. Okay, so now we move to the next one. If you try to perform the analysis of cells by specific category, so again you have to apply the group by function on category column, and we have to apply the, we have to apply the, we have to find out the cells by specific category. So for that we had written data dot group by of category of sales, and we are trying to calculate the sum of all the sales of category wise while keeping the index to should be reset. and again we have to create a pie chart with the help of plotly. So for that we are using px.py. Within the pie function we first specify on which basis we are trying to create a pie chart. So for that we are passing this data frame, that is a sales by category, on which value we are trying to create a pie chart, that is the value is equal to sale. Name, we have to pass the pie chart as a name, so that should be so legend should be provided by the category wise, so that we are we are given the name as in category, and how much, what are the thickness of the hole should be required, that should be specified. So I had specified the value to the hole is a 0.5. if we specified the value of hole as in 8, so you will get some changes to this graph. So your hole will become little bit slider. Okay, if you decrease the hole value, so it will become thicker. So I had passing 5. So see, this will shows you detail interactive manner. So if you see this pie chart on yellow color, that will showing the categories of feature furniture, and the furniture sale is actually a 32% of entire sales of the category, which is actual value is 741,99, that is nearly 7,041,999 nearly. Technology has the sales of technology is nearly 36.5% to the entire categories of the sales. Okay, office supplies, again it is a sales of 31% of the entire category of sales, which is nearly 7,019,047. So major chunk of the sales was, we are getting the sales from the technology part, and after that the major chunk is furniture, and least one is the office supplies. So now we will try to analyze the data of each subcategory wise. So if you see in subcategory wise, so you will get some uh, categories like subcategories. Within the subcategories of furniture, that is a bookcases, chair. So again it is a subcategories of furniture category. So furniture has two subcategories. So now we are trying to analyze the data within the subcategory. Previously we had given the sales, we had drawn the pie chart of the sales to the category wise. Now we are trying to analyze the sales by subcategory. So likewise we had performing the same code, but the basic difference here is we had passing the, instead of category we had passing subcategory on the sales. So it will try to calculate the sales of subcategory wise. So again same category, same function it is going to apply, but the here the values of the variable is going to change. Previously we had given the sales by category, now we had given the sales by subcategory. Okay, so this time again they are given, they are drawn another donut chart. So likewise sales by subcategory, again we have to group the values of the sales by subcategory on the specific column, that is a sales. Again it will be calculate the sum of all the sales of subcategory wise while keeping the index reset. But this time we are trying to plot this data on the bar chart. So for that we are using plotly, that is a plot object, that is a px.bar. Within the x-axis we are trying to specify the values of sales by subcategory, and y-axis we are trying to provide the value in of the sales, which is in terms of 200,000, 250,000, 150,000. So while using the figure dot show method, it will gives you the bar chart, where you will get the detail analysis. So here least sales of subcategory is fasten, which is nearly 3000 to 24, and the maximum sales of subcategory is it is 22 328 330. So maximum sales of subcategory has been done from phones. Okay, so likewise we are performing the subcategory analysis. So now we will trying to find out the monthly profit analysis. Monthly profit analysis. So we can try to calculate or try to analyze the profit by month. Again, you have to perform the group by functionality on specific order month. So it will give groups of the same month of data on specific profit wise. Again, we have to try to calculate the sum of all the profit of each month while keeping the index reset. And again, we have to plot this data within the line charts of the plotly. So for that, we are using px.line. Within the line on x-axis, we are trying to pass the data of the order month. On y-axis, we are trying to pass the data profit, and title of the line chart should be given as in monthly profit analysis. So we are trying to analyze the profit monthly wise. So it will use while performing the show method of the specific object of the plotly object figure dot show. It will use you the monthly profit analysis. So in third month, the profit is nearly 28.5 thousand. In fourth month, profit is nearly 11,000, 11.5 thousand, and the maximum profit has done nearly 43.36 thousand at the end of the year of the month, that is the 12th. So least profit has been done nearly at in Jan, which is become 9,000 likewise, and the maximum profit has been done in month of December, which is nearly 43.36 thousand. So likewise, with the help of line chart, we are trying to compare the profit of month wise. Okay. So now we will analyze the profit within the specific category. So now we have to create an object by profit by category. Again, the first we have to group the data of the category wise, because most of the categories are common. Then we have to make an uh, data with a category wise profit. So again, that first we will group the category, then we will try to calculate the profit of each of the category while keeping the sum of all the profit. Now we have to create a pie chart. So again, if you want to draw a pie chart with the help of plotly, so for that you have to given the plotly analysis as in px dot pie. The data should be passed from the profit by category. Value should be given to the profit. Whatever value is given to, that should be given as in profit. Name, that is a value has been passing through the column. Category whole, it will show the width of the pie chart or donut chart, and with the help of color discrete sequence, so it will give you the dark color while passing the px dot color dot qualitative pastel. If you try to update the trace, so update the trace, it will trace the header of the graph object. If you while passing the detailed layout of the pie chart, for that we have used update layout, and the title of the pie chart should be given as in profit analysis by category, and the font of the title, that is a 24 pixel, which is in a form of dictionary format. So value of the dictionary of the title font is 24, and the name and the key of the dictionary font is a size. While keeping the figure dot show object, it will gives you the analysis of profit over the category with the help of pie chart. Now we will try to analyze the subcategory wise of product. Again, the same logic has been applied, but this time we had tried to analyze the profit with by subcategory while using the bar chart. So for that, we will try to specify the object of the subcategory profit by subcategory. Within the first we will to group the first we will apply the group by on subcategory. Next we will try to calculate the sum of profit on specific subcategory wise while keeping the reset index true. That means it will not allow to show the index value. Now we will try to plot the bar chart. For that we are using the px dot bar. We are getting the data from the x and y axis from the profit by subcategory. On x axis we are trying to give the name as in subcategory, y axis we are trying to give the name as profit, and we are trying to give the title of the bar chart, that should be maintained by the title attribute of the bar method, that is a profit analysis by subcategory. With the figure dot show method, it will shows the bar chart of the profit analysis over the category. So The least profit has been least profit, minimum profit or loss has been done. See, minimum profit is done on fastener, which is nearly 949.51. But if you see the maximum loss on which subcategory, so maximum loss has been done in subcategory table, which is nearly 17.72548,000. Why? How will you identify it is a loss? Because the profit has been shown in a negative format. Now we will try to analyze the sales and profit analysis by customer segment. So within the customer segment, first we will try to group the values of the segment of the data frame. Now we will apply the aggregate function on specific column of the data frame. So first we will be apply the sum on sales column, then we will try to sum of all the profit while keeping the receipt index. Now we will form the add trace method. Within the add trace, it will new trace can be added to the graph object figure. You can use according to your usage either bar, line chart, or whatever type of chart you want to add within the plotly. So for that you will use as in geo.bar method. While applying the bar chart, you should specify on x-axis which kind of value you want. So we want segment value of the sales profit by segment. On y-axis we want the profit, and name of the bar chart that should be given as in profit, and marker color should be also given. So marker, so this will be shown the customer segment. So customer segment has basically, we have three types of customer: consumer, corporate, and home office. So consumer, so see, this is a blue color, that means they are showing from the sales how much customer there 1.16140 million, and how much profit according to that, it is nearly 134,000. So maximum profit. So basically with the help of plotly you will analyze the sales and profit analysis over the specific customer segment. Okay, so now if you try to analyze the data to find out how much sales we had done, how much profit according to that, so for that we will try to calculate the sales to profit ratio. So for that, first we will create a sales to profit segment while keeping the group by on specific column, that is a segment, and while applying the aggregate function on specific values of the specific columns of the data frame. So we will apply the sum function on sales column, sum function on profit column, while keeping the receipt index as in 0. It will not going to overlap the data. Again we will try to calculate sales to profit ratio. So it will, sales should be divided by the profit ratio. So for that we will write sales profit by segment of sales column divided by sales profit by segment of profit. So it will gives you some values of the sales profit ratio, while keeping, if you want to see what are the sales profit ratio within the different categories, so for that you have to print this object. So you will give 8.6% of profit ratio of sales to profit on consumer segment, corporate segment sales to profit ratio is 7.6, home segment sales to profit ratio is 7.1. So maximum sales to profit ratio has been done from consumer wise, and minimum sales to profit ratio has been done from office wise. So we have to first mostly focus on consumer. So likewise we had analyzed this e-commerce sales. So this is of today. I hope you will get little bit knowledge about from this uh, data set. So we will try to add such kind of data set within the attachment. You will get the data set also, and this IPYNB file also. Okay, this is up to today. Thank you. Have a nice day.